people need to, and people think that, oh, because I don't have all these amount of friends, or they're not comfortable with their circle.
Yeah.
Which is one thing that I don't like, is when people are like, man, I wish we were those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Like, they look like they're having so much fun.
Have fun yourself.
Have fun yourself.
Be comfortable with who you are.
Yeah, like, okay, let them do themselves. I'm perfectly comfortable just staying at home playing video game with some buds, and that is a good night.
Yeah.
That is a good night.
Or going to Redbox and getting a horror flick.
That you've never,
Or staying up till 2 a.m. playing sardines.
Yeah.
Like.
That is a good time, but then people use social media. Well, look, they're all going out and they're doing this. I'm like, yeah, who freaking cares? Also, how do they have the time or how do they afford all this stuff every night? But it's just like, be comfortable for where you are.
Yeah.
And just like, if you want to be like that, go and try to. You have to you have to change yourself,
mm-hmm.
and that's just like not fun. It's hard, and it's. I think it's worse for your mental health because you're like, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, exactly. You self-analyze way too much. You get all critical and critical of others. Yeah. Maybe envious of others and what they're doing. It's like, just don't even go there.
Yeah, it is. You're envious.
Yeah, and that's why he actually said they've done studies that people who are on Facebook more often, more consistently, have higher rates of depression, which I can see why, because it's easier to fall into this trap we're talking about, where you're constantly analyzing, where am I at? Look at what they're doing type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting.
And if you find that way, that's sad. Get out of it, or be successful in your own way. Mm-hmm. Don't be like, oh, they're doing all these things. Okay, so like break it down. What do you want from them? Do you want what they're doing, or do you want their success? If you want their success, do it your own way. But if you want to do what they're doing, that's your own real problem, I guess.
And I feel the need to say, back to the whole friends canceling on each other, if you do need to cancel, just be straightforward about it. Be honest about it. Yeah. Because I've found myself, like, sometimes when I cancel on either you or Cameron or something going on, it's like, oh, I kind of feel the tinge, like, I want it to sound like a legitimate excuse.
No, you're honest. You're like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, exactly. Just say you don't feel like doing that night. And if they're legit friends, they'll understand. We have ebbs and flows. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like, just be honest
like
with
that
people.
night that you guys went to play sardines at UVU, I was just like, I was like, oh, I don't want to cancel. I was like, you know what? I want to spend time with my girlfriend. I haven't seen her all week. There you go. I'm not coming.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
But then you guys can respect that.
Exactly. Because we're friends. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, oh, Tap's not feeling it today. He wants some alone time. That is respect. We understand.
Yep.
Yeah, be honest. That's the thing. I don't think like friends can be honest. Like they're just so superficial. I gotta say, I just gotta impress them all the time. Like, remember, like just during the summer, we went to bed every night like 2 or 3 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Do the same thing every night. And it's just like, I remember that time we're just like, we gotta take a nap.
Yeah.
And we just like stopped for like a week. And just oh man, because we were just trying to get that grind of making those superficial friends. Not that we don't like any of you guys, because we do. We're grateful.
Yeah.
But it was tiring. It was tiring. The next one he brought up was in the impatience. Log on, get more, binge, get instant gratification.
Yeah.
This and you just won't be able to have strong relationships, or job satisfaction. Mm-hmm. Basically, everyone always looks at the end goal.
Yeah.
No one looks at
they see the peak of the mountain, but they don't see where you're actually going, what obstacles you have to get over to get to that peak. It's like shrouded in clouds of
And the peak of the mountain's cool.
Media and stuff.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be super nice.
It would be nice.
But I don't know. I also wrote, and I think he said it, why did I write lack of hobbies? Oh, just like they have to be entertained by something. Mm-hmm. And I was just like thinking, why don't people? I feel like people don't pick up hobbies anymore.
Interesting. Why is that?
Like, okay, as in like the majority of people. I feel like obviously there are people who pick up hobbies, but like
Hobby Lobby.
I love Hobby Lobby so much. Like I just feel like, okay, when my friends would cancel on me, mm-hmm. or if I just didn't have friends, which I had those moments, I was never bummed out.
Yeah.
Or if I could never like go see this movie or watch TV, I was never bummed out
because you had stuff to do.
Because I had a hobby.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm just gonna go in my room and draw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make this. I'm gonna create something. I was in my room either making music or drawing or reading.
Mm-hmm.
Those were my hobbies. I have in my room a 500-page comic that I wrote and drew as a kid in my house still. I still have it. 500-page comic book.
What?
Yeah, it's called The Quiet Spy, and he's not quiet. He kills like 1 million people every issue.
You got to show me that.
I will. Yeah.
That's cool.
And I just like, and I was never bothered by it because I wasn't, but I also, no, because I had social media. I had MySpace, and I would see other people doing their stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool that they're doing this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do my own thing.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to have been invited sometimes to those parties.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the need to compare myself. Mm-hmm. Taff, did you have any hobbies?
Hobbies. Oh, video games for sure. And guitar, like in high school. Honestly, in high school, I wasn't super social. Like during lunch, I'd just go to the band room and I'd self-taught drums during lunch hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was my junior year. For some reason, my junior year was super just antisocial. I think I was like, I'm done with this. I'm done with trying to please people. This isn't working. I'm going to go pound on some stuff.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that, and it turned into something good. And then it led to other musical endeavors, know. So music, video games, those are my hobbies. I also enjoy some sports like basketball. And
you were okay with it.
Yeah. But, and of course there's times where I'd get lonely. Everyone gets lonely and wants friends.
Yeah.
So,
but you always had something to fall
But you have
back
something to fall back on.
Which is why I feel like people these days have
Coping.
a lack of hobbies. Because it's a coping mechanism.
It's a coping
Hobbies
mechanism.
is a coping mechanism. And he said a bunch that millennials don't have coping mechanisms. Get a hobby. And that's a coping mechanism. Like, oh, I have nothing to do tonight. I'm just going to be on my phone and look at what everyone's doing. No, put your phone away. Get a hobby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Get a hobby.
Engage yourself with something.
Yeah.
Environment was the fourth one he spoke about. And to be honest, I can't really remember. Do you remember our environment? Is it just everything combined? What he's talking about here?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Should we make something up?
The pollution in the air.
It's so bad.
The global warming is
I think,
increasing.
Well, with environment, maybe we'll Taft and I, we're going to do another, like a part 2 of like this talk. But I think with environment, maybe like the people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
That kind of environment.
Mm-hmm.
If I surrounded myself with people who just kissed my ass all day, you would never get honesty. In the moment that truth and reality actually hits you, you wouldn't be able to cope with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll complain. Sometimes I want that fantasy life of like, I want everything to be perfect. And I'll go to my parents and be like, help me. And my parents will just go, oh yeah, boo-hoo. That sucks. And I'm like, and it hurts. You're just like, what the heck, Mom? But like, because of that, I've never been like, oh, I can't do anything. I've always been like, oh, well, screw you. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to find my own way and make it. No one told you, Taff, like to stop with doing music.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone did, you would be like, well, I'm going to still do it.
Yeah.
Because you have that kind of environment. But I don't know. People just need to surround themselves with better people.
Yeah, that kind of encourage them and uplift them instead of just kind of, it's always a comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if I was like, hey, Taft, I've got this idea for a podcast. I go, that's lame.
Yeah.
I'd be like, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
It's like on The Other Guys, you remember when they're fighting at the funeral and Michael Keaton walks up, shake your dicks and walk away. This pissing contest is over. It's true though. It's like, stop comparing and, just lift each other up,
Yeah.
Sorry, there's been a bit of language in this, but
we're so passionate.
Yeah. Walk away. This pissing contest is over.
Oh man. Millennials, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
What do you think are the problems? What are some of the solutions? Tell us. Engage with us.
Exactly. And something that he said that resonated was there's no app on your phone for job satisfaction, relationships, the strength of those. There's no app, you know. You have to work on those. They take time.
Yeah, like, okay, so I have, when you have a good job, okay, when you get a job, and then hopefully a good job, you know, you go through either schooling or you just get a good job, and then you just work towards the big things. You can then do cooler things. So, for example, I'll use my dad for example. My dad's worked very hard in his life. He has a really good job, whatever he does. And because of it, he's been able to have nice things. You know, super nice car, whatever it is. I don't know anything about cars. It's an Lexus. It's a car. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know anything about cars either. Cameron.
But he has a nice car. He wants a nicer one, but my mom won't let him. You know, nice house, nice toys, you know, TV, theater room, gadgets, you know. Basically, and he comfortable life. He's made the decisions he needed to. He's worked really hard to have a comfortable life, and luckily he's been able to give it to our family, which I'm really grateful for. Because of that, also we've been able to travel to like 30 plus countries and see a lot of stuff that not other people get to see, and you know that's because he made, you know, correct decisions, got lucky, worked really hard. Now, a lot of people might look at that and go, I want everything that he has without the journey. And you go, you can't do that. So, for example, I'm going to use a friend. I'm not going to say their name. They have kind of like that lifestyle where, I just want to travel. And so a lot of people our age, I'm just going to do this general, not just my friends, just people in general, because I know a lot. They'll work like a crappy retail job. Nothing wrong with working retail. I work retail too, but it's crappy.
Old Navy.
And but they will work. They will work really hard there, and then they will spend their like months of paychecks to go on a nice trip, which is cool. They'll have fun, and then they'll come back and they'll just do the same thing.
It's paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck. Then go on a nice vacation. It's just like, how about this? Sacrifice. Don't do that. You know, don't go on a nice trip. Yeah. Save up, get a nice job, and then when you're 30 plus, you can do all those things for the rest of your life. Yeah. But instead, they're just like, I gotta get this now. Get this now. And it's just like, no, like it would be nice. It would be nice if I could have a nice car, if I could afford a nice apartment, live at my own, and have a nice gadgets and go out. But I think millennials don't look at the long game. Yeah. They want the nice stuff, and they go, oh, well, I mean, my favorite quote from a woman, she says, live your life today that most people won't, so that you can live your life tomorrow that most people can't. Yeah, just put the effort through. I mean, Taft and I could be right now doing whatever we want. And we've got plans. We're going to have some good moments. We've been for the last month just meeting up and talking and preparing for stuff. And we could have been out doing other stuff. Yeah. But we decided not to because we have the long game. And I think millennials just don't have the long game. Yeah. What do you think?
No, I agree. I like the idea of at least getting some knowledge and education on where you can put your money so that it actually generate some income and it's not just wasting away in the bank. Yeah. Because I know for me, if my money's just sitting in a bank, I'll eventually pull it out and I'll spend it. But if it's somewhere where it's actually generating some income,
leave it in.
Yeah, leave it in there.
And
it's like, long game. So anybody can educate themselves on that.
But they're not.
They're not. It's the internet. You can figure these things out, put in the time, and take some risks. Yeah. Especially us when we're young, take some risks.
Yeah. But they just want that instant gratification of like, why would I take a risk when I can just go to Italy for a week and have some awesome memories? And you're like, yeah. Or put your money into like some like stocks. Yeah. Like educate yourself on that. Spend some hours instead of hanging out with people, educating yourself. Yeah. And then work hard, and instead of maybe getting a nice trip, you put your money in that nice trip money to somewhere else, and then maybe in a couple years you can go on a couple nice trips. Yeah. But people just don't see it like that.
Yeah.
Which is sad. I don't know. What do you think overall with our generation, the millennial generation? I think we're okay for the most part. I think we have a lot of opportunities.
I agree. No, yeah, our opportunities are like crazy, but it's a matter of how do we psychologically get over ourselves and do what's necessary to achieve that opportunity, you know, whatever we excel at, whatever talents we have.
And I'm glad that people aren't taking their opportunities.
more
for us. Like if they want to join if they want to come onto the opportunity ship, welcome.
Yeah.
But if not, fine. Just know that you can't complain when you get to that point.
Yeah.
When we're having fun, you go, oh well, you guys just like know what you know what us guys did is we worked hard and we made the right decisions. So I'm fine with people not taking. If you don't want to take your opportunity, don't take your opportunity. But if you're gonna take an opportunity, then like be our guest. We want you to take your opportunity. But if you don't want to take your opportunity, I'm just saying opportunity. I'm just so I hate it when people complain.
Skibbity bop boo bop bop bop. This pissing contest is over.
Treat yourself. No, that's another thing. I hate that mentality. Treat yourself. I'm having a bad day. Treat yourself. No. You're having a bad day. Work harder.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
What's that from?
I can't remember. Someone should enlighten us.
Check yourself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I like that. We'll do another one. We'll do another talk, guys, with millennials.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it? How long have we been talking?
34 minutes.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think we'll end this for now. And Taft and I, what are we going to do? We're going to get to some other stuff that we're working on.
Yes. And we hope you're working on stuff too.
We want you to. And if you are working on something, let us know. We'd like to either share it or have you on.
Oh, totally. Way to go, Tyler. That's how it
But
should
if you're
be
not
done.
working on anything, then like just watch and support us. Work on supporting us.
Support us.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Peace out.